Yo, what going on? It's your boy Josh saying difference back again with another one. All right. So it seemed like there was a lot of there was a lot of buzz about Vanessa Hamilton and Ayinde coming on, and there are still questions about what happened way back when on that College Hill episode. And to let you know, it is way back when. Back then, they had the party lines where everybody in the house had to share a phone. Most of you wouldn't even know what that is for real, what a party line is. But it was a while ago. People still got some questions, so I decided let's bring them people on. And Vanessa been on before a long time ago when we first got started. I didn't think she got the attention that she needed, so I'm glad to have her back on again. Yo, what going on? Hey, you did a great episode tonight, Marcus. Good job, guys. So backstage, I have Miss Vanessa Hamilton and Ayinde, aka Ash Easy. They're waiting to come on. They're excited, and well, Ayinde, I don't know. He don't look excited about much. I don't know. We'll see what we could get out of this one too. But we're gonna bring them on, and they're gonna talk to you. And also, this is the first ever live episode where you can call in. See the number down there, scrolling across your screen. You could call in and ask some questions live. All right. So nobody could run tonight. Yeah, man, you did a great episode. That was a good job. I watched it and tell Kame I said so as well. But we're gonna bring them on. But first, you know what we gotta do? Gotta play these beautiful green footage. All right. Here they go. All right. Next to me, we got ladies first. Vanessa, can you go ahead and reintroduce yourself to the people, even though I sure they know you?
Hail up. Hail up. This is your girl Vanessa on the Same Difference podcast on a good Saturday evening.
Man, you ain't even say the famous hail up.
Well,
Come
hail up,
on,
hail
Say
up.
it three
Say
times.
hail up. I always have to
You
say
gotta
three
say it
times.
three
Yeah,
times.
hail up.
man. All right. Hey, in there, you want to introduce yourself to the people? What's good?
None too special. My name is Ayinde. I was rocking here with Iola with the Same Difference podcast here. They have to rock out my home girl, yeah, Vanessa, and have some fun tonight.
All right. So, funny story. To me, where I'm from, I don't know where you guys are watching from, but to me, Vanessa is a bit of a hometown celebrity, right? Because I grew up and I was watching BET College Hill on the season she was on. So I see Miss Thing dong at a particular business dong in tongue. This is the first time I ever saw this woman. And like I was kind of starstruck, I ain't gonna lie, and that don't happen to me. I don't be impressed by much. But so I was in the store and I went up to her and I was like, I gather my strength. I went up to her, I was like, how you to deal with people asking you these questions all the time? And she looked at me, she was like, you mean like you doing right now?
That's classic.
Yeah. And
Classic.
so I gathered my heart and I went ahead and left the fucking store. And that was my introduction to Vanessa. But look, now she's on the Same Difference podcast
Twice.
twice.
That's good vibes, man. That's trust me. That's you didn't get that. That was organic. That was authentic.
Yeah,
But
I already know.
yeah, trust me. Everybody that probably meet her probably not the same way. They be like, oh, that's Vanessa. They're like, yep, that sounds just like she. Yep, and she quick with it too.
Yeah, she didn't
Quick with
take
a
no time.
comeback. Yeah, she quick with a comeback, even for no reason. You come back for no reason. hmm
It's everything is always just okay.
It's just was it though? You had a fan come up to you, you know. What was it just?
Yeah, but I mean, think about what you asked me.
What action?
How it is to deal with people
Hmm.
asking questions about whatever it is.
But
Hell,
look. Check it. No, check out at foreshadowing. Right
and I bet
now,
you didn't even give me the opportunity to like do a follow up.
To break my heart twice. Oh my.
To answer the question after I, had to give you the, I don't know.
Hmm. But look how things work out. So soon, hopefully, I'll be answering the same questions. So, how do you deal with it now that I got you here and you can't diss me because it's my show? How do you deal with that?
Um, now that I get older, I deal with it a lot better. But when it first happened and I was coming, I was whether you that came out or whatever, and somebody come up to me, I wasn't nice. And the reason being is because people back home, you don't know who genuine and who ain't genuine, and who just, coming up just to get close. Like I had legit people come up to my head and touch my head, you know what I'm saying, to like see a scar or whatever. So imagine if I was to like pop them in their face. You know what I mean? Like you just put your hand on me, but because you is a viewer or a fan or whatever you think you are, I supposed to allow that. You know what I mean? Um, anyways, now that I realize how grand of a scale it was and how people that actually view me, um, I'm way more welcoming and I embrace it more when people that approach me, basically, versus then.
So Marcus Norman asks, so you don't trust people?
Ain't nothing about trusting people, is knowing your community, knowing the mindset of the people them that you they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that we live on the same cry, you check. And so um you can't always take them people for being true and genuine and like really supporting you and um feeling who you really were or who I really was, you know what I'm saying, when I was on the show.
Well, I think it's your like part of your defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? I think that's healthy for a woman too. You don't want to just be just warm and inviting to everybody. So if you really want to talk to me, you know what I'm saying, you don't got to get you a little fight. A little screening process, and she definitely got screening process.
So Ayinde, you on the other hand, you seem very reserved, right? Like you were a part of the show, even though you weren't kind of on the show. Because if anybody that watched it, I know they see, I love you, Ayinde, and then fuck, and your name came up a lot. So
Yeah.
how did you deal with it? Because you seem so low key and you're not as I don't even know the good word for it. I think
It's
you do.
just true good vibes, and I'm saying we just like we like fire and ice sometimes, and I'm saying she of course being the fire, me being the ice, I'm saying, but we always been cool. We always been cool. It's so funny what you're talking about, when somebody talking to you, whatever the case may be, even though I ain't gonna debate how we get a number, but I got her number, and I was talking to her. This is like in the very beginning stages, or whatever the case might be. And I invite her out. So I did, what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I would like to check you out. A friend of mine, we had a boat, what I'm saying? We like to take it to, Buck Island, wherever it gets me. And she like, wow. She said, well, I appreciate the offer, but I don't know if what you have planned. I might try to rape me, and I'm like, I said, wait, what? After she said rape, right? Everything just went kind of like out the window, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is this girl really telling me, man? I was like, I never had anybody tell me anything like that. That like I have the rip. So I just hear she all good, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, I ain't really got quick comeback for that. You know what I'm saying? But I be in touch. So it kind of just threw me off. Yeah, it initially threw me off, but um, of course, like I said, just two good vibes. We ended up linking up. You know what I'm saying? And I when I get something in my sights, that'll kind of be persistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that know me, they could, probably get a little stories, but when I want something, I don't put persistent, and we ended up just being a good vibes. But you were asking me the initial question. I think you were asking me how I just deal with what she does be dealing with.
Yeah, like
Like,
you were never in the spotlight like that, and from what I can tell, you seem very low key. So, but you've always
mhm.
been supportive. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
of
So,
course.
how did you deal with it? The residual kind of fandom.
Uh, I honestly, I always know it was going to happen. I know it was going to happen because I told her not to go to that audition. I was like, don't go to that audition. She was like, what you think? I won't be audition for birthday. I was like, don't go because if you go and they got those for your personality, they're gonna definitely pick you to
Like
be
they
on the
won't
show.
pick
We
you.
had this conversation. She come home. She like, I think I do a good job. I just been shaking my head because I already know it will come in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it was home moment. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to shine. And I didn't want to feel like, I was like kind of like mooching off a home moment and how kind of, that sad I'm kind of way. So, I just feel like it was just good for me at that time to just, stay in my role and support her the best way that I could at that time. Yeah, but I was supportive. I was happy. Shit, I was checking in and it would like just like everybody else. I was tuning in on TV like everybody was like shit. I was like, let me see what she gonna say tonight. You know that kind of way. So yeah, yeah, it was good vibes.
So I always, even when I was together way back, I always had this like close friend vibes. Like she would call you and tell you what going on, even though the show gonna be aired. Like you could see she on the phone with guess who? Ayinde. And I got a little clip because I want people to see the connection. She was ready for beef and she would bring it to you.
Hold on quick, hold on, the phone beeping. Hello?
May I speak to Crystal, please?
Crystal?
Yes.
Hold on. Hello? Yeah. The phone is for one of my roommates, but I ain't giving her the phone because the other night she been on the phone for like 3 to 4 hours. Everybody in the house was getting called, and nobody didn't get their call because she would not click over.
So she know this gonna start some fuck, but she gotta tell Ayinde, hey, this what's going on. Like I always had that. How did y'all
I
maintain
didn't know
that? Like
like that. I didn't. Wow, Vanessa, that's not nice.
Mm.
I
You
need to
want to
watch
take
the show,
you
then,
want you
man.
want you
That
want
was
to take this
petty.
one or you
Yes,
want
that
me
was
to go?
very petty. What you saying there?
I said you want me to go or you want to take this one or you want me to go?
Oh no, go, go, you go, you
Okay. Well, me and Vanessa we know each other since probably like I think we were probably like maybe 9 or 10 years old. 9 or 10 years old. Yeah, we used to be going to the same summer camp. So from then we always just used to just be, just eyeing each other and, vibes in and playing from then and, St. Croix being a small knit community, you're gonna see each other out Sunday guys when you're trying to look fresh with your friends or when you're trying to act like you older than everybody else and you're going to 7 to 9 when you're really supposed to be going 5 to 7. You know what I'm saying? I'll bump in, to Vanessa and we always just kept in touch. We always just kept in touch. Shit, I remember a time, I think Vanessa get beat and all for talking to me. Yeah, a day we went
go.
on a
Get beat.
rendezvous. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get beat. I am there.
She get in trouble now, but I just saying, that's just back in the
I
day.
did get in trouble, but I didn't get beat. The man, what the
Oh,
fuck?
okay, but I just saying what back in the day, like I said, like I could get a
Even
couple
if I did get beat, why would you say
of
that?
I get a
you're
couple of
adorable.
I
Y'all
mean,
are
I don't want
adorable.
nobody trying to, abusive, no child abuse thing. But this is, we grew up in the islands, grew up hard, you know what I'm saying? Your parents, them telling you what to do. You ain't listening, you get catch doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, we always had a cool relationship, So, I mean, if she wanted to elaborate more on that story, but she even confront one of her family members for snitching and she for talking with me, but this is like, years after and stuff. So we know each other from way back when for sure. We definitely see each other, grow and mature and, through our phases.
Wait. She want to say something. She
So
itching.
piggyback on that story.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I was a good student. For anybody that they're watching this and whatever, I was a good student because let
Where
me tell you, the day that he talking about, right? It
where
was
that coming?
exams.
Where that
Wait,
coming?
well, let me tell my story. You understand where you're coming in. The day that happened, it was exams. I was in high school, what, 11th grade, something like that at this point. And um after my exam, I immediately, I don't even know how I get to, I think I take a bus to where he used to live. And yeah, I walked to his house. But anyway, so he had lived near a school I used to go to. And we decided we're gonna walk to the school so I could like see my old friend them or whatever the case may be. And so a family friend see us, pick us up, drop us to the school. We hang out at the school. It just so happened we were leaving the school. Guess who driving past us again? The same woman. So she dropped we back to his crib. And that's who went and tell my family, my uncle, who then went and tell my father. And I didn't get beat, but Lord, I get in trouble.
Why are you doing by the crib, man? Grown folk stuff
You know something?
when
I
you
never
were
went
young.
inside the house, right? I didn't never go in the house. We didn't never go
No,
in
no,
the
no,
house.
no.
We didn't
Really?
even take that time. We were just talking. We were just, because
Oh,
our history was we met in summer camp. That's one of
okay.
my cats. That was one of my
Mm.
cats.
Oh,
So we met in elementary, and then I mean, not the element. Well, it was an elementary grade, but summer camp, and then we fall off. We meet up again. We probably see each other during Easter break, and in we call it Salt River Beach. Enough time, Salt River
yeah,
Beach. We will link up
them jam. They
on
used to open
Claymores
the
Park.
shop. Yeah, them
Yep,
midnight
yep.
madness stuff like that.
Midnight. Yep, yep. So anyway, go ahead, Ja, with your next question.
All right. Hey, I'm telling y'all, call in live 706-366-5025. Call in if you have questions. We answering it live on air. This is your chance right now. But yeah. Wait. Oh, here we go. We got one. Hello, caller. Can you hear me?
What's had a thought and me and
Yes,
you
I can.
talking?
Wait, hold up. Say that again. Caller, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
You can hear him? All
Yeah,
right.
we
Go
go.
ahead with your question.
So this is a question for coconut water. How
Darren,
did you
what's
come
going
up
on?
with the
This
name?
ain't a direct man. Say that again. Say that again.
Can you hear me?
This is Marcus. It's
Oh,
Marcus on the line. Go ahead, Marcus. We can hear you.
Yes, this is Marcus from Gentleman Style Podcast. Great show. You guys are awesome. Great, great stuff. Why were you so petty and didn't pass the phone to the other students?
For the College Hill episode.
I mean, okay, so this is how I gonna answer that question. I guess I could tell them,
I
hey,
can't
you
hear
know
her
what?
if she's responding.
What you say?
He said he can't
I
hear me.
can't hear anybody else except you.
You can hear
Ah,
me?
you watching the show, right?
I can't watch and call at the same time.
Ah, go ahead. Hold up.
That was good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Vanessa, can you hear me?
I could hear everybody.
All right. Go ahead. Answer your question. Go ahead.
He could hear
Perfect.
me.
This is for coconut water. Why did you be petty like that and not give the other students the phone, man?
She answered.
And that's what I was saying, that I didn't have to give her the phone, but I could have at least not keep the people them on hold on the next line. And I could have at least said, well, call her back because I'm on the phone, or she's not home, or just some shit. You know what I mean? Boss is not just keeping them on. I wonder how long they stay on hold. Imagine that. I don't know. I wonder if I don't even know. Did they
How
ever
did, how
show
did
if
you
I even
how did
went
you
on
come
my
up with the
collection
name?
before? Did I do that?
Say that again. What did you say?
I think you got another
So
question.
how did you come up with the name coconut water?
Years ago, me and one of my friends at the time, we had our own like kind of like blog type of thing. Podcast wasn't something them times, but blogs were. And so a lot of our posts were anonymous. So you could have never know who was what, you know what I mean? Anyway, I kept with it because the purpose of my name was that I am very hydrating, nourishing, you know what I'm saying? Good for your back and your data. Um, and so, yeah,
Uh-huh. Ayinde, you agree with that then? You agree with that?
he
Well,
married.
I
He
definitely ain't gonna disagree. I definitely ain't gonna disagree. You know, we is
good
family,
answer.
so
Good answer.
I definitely ain't gonna disagree. She the
Yeah,
represent
Tony.
the dancer. You know, any name she got herself or on, you know what I'm saying, you know, rightfully on, definitely.
All right. All right, Marcus, we appreciate you. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Sure.
peace. All right. Woo.
Yeah,
Is
but
So,
you saving this?
saving, saving what?
The live, this thing, what we're
Of
doing.
course. It's going to be posted on all platforms.
Mm.
You shared it? Have you shared it yet?
I still don't know how
Just
to share it.
like you would share any other live,
So just click
like
the top link and
just go like to Facebook or Instagram and like how you'd go into the live and then you share it from there.
okay.
So, Ayinde, what's the relationship like now after all these years have passed co-parenting? What's the relationship like now?
uh no, as a, you know, a 40-year-old man, you know, we definitely, you know, matured through all the years. In my opinion, we get along, you know, amazing. We get along amazing right now. We always kind of never stop getting along. We had our, you know, our ups and downs, you know, hills and valleys with, you know, being in relationships, and you know, we had a, you know, have a child together, have a son together. So we have to co-parent, but things right now, I would say things are at an all-time high. Even though yesterday we had a little situation with my son, and I was talking to my son about something, and he, you know, reasoning with me, and me, you know, I somebody you can't put on speakerphone. You understand? So I can hear it real, you know what I'm saying? And I telling him how I feel about the situation, and I kind of like getting ready to wrap up the conversation. So and then she, all I hear is I hear her voice. She said, "Well, let me interject." And I said, "But wait, what the fuck?" I was like, "We didn't even know you're on the phone." I said, "I try and talk to this man, you know, that kind of way." But that kind of like the first way that the first, you know, kind of little, you know, after vibe we had there, you know, in a long time when it comes to me and Vanessa co-parenting. But she'd have
It
definitely
wasn't
allowed
even
me.
because we didn't even argue. You didn't get me vexed.
No. I just started funny. But like I said, she'd have definitely allowed me to be, you know, the best father I could be. And the way how I see how things need to be run with my son and how he needs to be raised, the things he needs to be learning, the kind of path that he should be on, she does allow me to be the best daddy that, you know, I need to be. So me, I don't have no baby mama, baby, you know, baby daddy trouble with Vanessa. We never did, honestly.
Mm.
No,
So, so
you been loud.
Our
You've been
children
allowing me
never.
for a
I
long
think
time.
his daughter is what 21 now, 22.
24.
24. Look
mm,
at that. Oh God, I off track. But anyway, the point is, I don't think she have much recollection of me and Ayende arguing. You know what I'm saying? Like we just always practice that. We don't argue in front of people. We don't argue in front of children. We don't go out if we mad. Like when you see couples out sitting down crass, nobody ain't talking to each other, or they in their phones. Or we ain't. We don't. If we ain't good, we ain't out. You ain't gonna see we. And the children them ain't gonna hear we either.
We
My
ain't
son
faking
probably
it.
have like maybe one memory of us arguing. You know what I'm saying? And but for the most part, that's it.
well, I gonna pitch this one to Ayinde because I know he ain't you. I know he ain't because of you, Vanessa. The lack of arguing, I'm gonna assume, is because of Allende's ability to stay calm under pressure. So please, for
Mhm.
people like me who to hit fire with fire and you use the ice in it,
He's
how
a
do you maintain?
Sagittarius. He's fire sign. We talking about?
But the man said, I use fire and ice. You
We,
are not
we,
ice. I know you ain't ice. So
I'm the cold one.
you just, like I said, I don't know, my son. Ain't no real manual. to deal with somebody that have a personality like, you know, Vanessa. I give a quick situation. We were kind of vibing what they said the other day. I remember one time we were reasoning and I needed to get her attention. And at any given time, Vanessa could be in Pluto. She be in Mars. You try to talk to shit about something important. And if it ain't that her agenda, if that ain't what she rocking with at the time, she ain't even paying you no attention. You blue in your face, you argue, you blue in your face, she ain't even studying you. So, you know, her being a little obelisk, you know what I'm saying? She was, you know, fixing up something, you know what I'm saying? And I wait till she finished, roll them up, everything nice, and she would just let, she just been in la la la, and I just take them up and I drop them in the toilet and I flush, I flush the toilet, so I flush all the grade down the
Are
toilet.
you talking about
Let me
petty?
tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. After that, I had her full attention. She ain't said absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
I
you know,
hate it.
you can't kind of talk to her any kind of way either. You know what I'm saying? You got to know, and just with any woman, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to, you know, be too disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely want to show them like, hey, listen, this is, you know, what I talking about right
Real
now.
he do that fuck.
What I
He do that
talking about
fuck.
right now is it. So everything you dealing with right now, all them little vibes you bottling up, Kobe in the fucking toilet me playing that fuck, flush them fuck. That's right. She watched me like she couldn't believe it, you know what I'm saying?
Can't
So
stand him, mother's gonna I
we
swear to
have
God.
our own little, yeah, I flush me say exactly. You know what I'm saying? We have our own little way of getting along. Up to this day, we just
I don't
still
know why he don't always bring the fuck up. He don't always get me so mad.
She about to get crossed now.
we
Always get me so mad. Why you couldn't bring up the time that you catch me dancing or some dumb fuck like that? But no, you
that
won't
shit.
bring
Shit.
up a
Let me hear
hostile
that one there. Let me
event.
hear that one there.
You
Let me hear
bring
that
up
one.
a hostile event.
Listen to me, right? I gonna do one better. I gonna do one better. Yeah, that Chris Brown one kind of let burn out, but you know, like I said, we know each other. We've been having each other back, and we've been rocking out with each other. But I learned a lot of things about relationships. I learned a lot of things about myself. You know, being a man, seeing how things so the run in the streets, and you know, just in life general. We just, you know, when me and her been on our little run. I remember a time we were out. We've been out. I don't can't remember what we were doing. We probably just come from the beach, and I dropped her off. She's like, "Well, yeah, you know, all right, we had an early night. You know, well, you know, I go in and sleep. You know, I gonna hit you up. You know, tomorrow, whatever. Like I tell her, whatever. And this, like I said, me and she were always like this, yeah, all the time. So I said, okay, cool. Go ahead and do your thing. And I went back down the road. My family hit me up and he said, "Hey, watch out, we got a line going on down there, someplace in East. I can't remember where exactly where we was. And watch me, you know, with the in line. I think we're getting food or something. And I then line, and my partner hit me up. He said, "Watch." I said, "Daniel, you all right there?" He said,
The
"Daniel,
man say you lying, my boy. The man say
yeah."
it don't sound like a lie.
He said, Daniel, get right there. What I call? She book my car.
I
So
don't remember that.
I
So it
call up.
ain't
I
happened.
said, "Hey," I said, "What going on? Everything go to her?" She like, "Yeah, you know, just wrapping it up for the night, you know, wrapping up my hair." I said, "Okay," like I swear I could see what the guy see. Okay, see. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no big deal because, like I said, at that time, like I said, me and she had our own way we used to rock. Of course, at the time, you know, I've been like, you know, being a little like answer on this scheme as well, but me and she always but always like I said, we had our good highs and lows. We ain't had too much lows. We ain't had too much lows, but like I said, I learned a lot as a man, and you know, learn a lot in the game and stuff. Just you know, this is somebody say she's a
The
stove.
man, me gonna lie, right? The man, I remember that fuck now, you know. Oh my God, for real. I clean tell
We
this
had a lot
man
of adventures,
that I
man.
go into
I
bed
bet.
and me and my home girl there getting food and who the fuck I see. And she even said she the same thing I guess his cousin tell. She said, Vanessa dying again. And I said, oh fuck, I tell him I belong in bed.
They they ramping
I said,
hard.
maybe he ain't gonna see me. Maybe he ain't gonna see
Doing
me.
that. Doing that. Mm-mm.
That's
Hey,
a part of
man.
that's a part of the game. You know, like I said, we know each other for a long time, so we
Mm-hmm.
went through whatever you know, what you would consider normal for a normal couple to go through that being together almost 10 plus years. We went through it. We went through it. Nothing physical, nothing too crazy, but you know, we
Yeah,
definitely had a lot of.
you see the scar? No, man, I just joking. I just
Oh,
joking.
I was about to say,
Don't do
don't do
that.
it
Don't
now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not here.
you see what we talking about?
Or
See,
they might use this as evidence on the consortium or something. Fuck.
mm-mm.
Hey, so all right. So obviously, when you're in a long-term relationship, I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or not. When you're in a long-term relationship, and I ain't talking about 6 months and you on to the next one. I'm talking about years, right? I feel like there will be hurt feelings and people gonna do dirts during that time. I'm just saying, like shit gonna happen that don't happen in short-term relationships. So with that said, um, you made it clear both I did a little, thing, but it wasn't anything to break you up. So let's get to the dot. Ayinde, why did you miss that girl call? What thought you were doing? People
That,
want
that's
to know.
like that question is a lightweight question, man. I mean, honestly,
Uh,
I would say maybe maybe my phone was dead. Shit, I probably been as a youth man growing up. To be honest with you, maybe my phone bill will probably cut. Maybe I had the money to pay
that's
that
what you
bill
with
at
the
that time.
lady.
I just being honest with you. How old I was at the time? I probably been like what 24, I think 24 at that time.
I
So
really thought he was gonna
it,
come with some like
I
real
thought so for real.
but
I
like
thought so too.
plans. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the money with this girl, or with
listen
this
to me.
guy, or da.
Me and this girl used to talk almost like every night. So like I said, my phone could have been dead. You know, I could have probably been like hung up with she and fall asleep on the phone, and she calling me in type of way. We used to stay in contact all the time. So,
I ended
like,
them and say you need a lifeline because
I
When
mean,
your phone cut, you don't get different message. Let's keep it honest. When your phone cut, it'll tell you something different.
I have no
honestly,
duty.
honestly, I don't like I said,
You
I don't
know,
even remember missing a call. Like I said, to be honest with you, I don't even remember
Hmm.
missing a call. But if I did, it ain't no big deal. Ain't been no big deal in our life. Cause honestly, this is probably the first time me and she even having this conversation. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
we talk, but we always used to be on a different level. We always used to be on a different beat. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I can't remember too many off days, too many arguments me and she used to have, like ever. To be honest with you, this is probably just somebody like copy and paste, chop and paste, and be like, what, like, I wonder what he was really doing, that kind of way. But no,
when you say
I
your dog eats your phone, I
hmm?
believe that one. That's the one I
I
believe your
mean,
dog.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Somebody said you got what, a dog ate my phone, whatever. Listen to me. We had our days. Vanessa have hit me over my head and wake me up out of my sleep, crack a phone over my head and things like that. That we done had, like I said, for our kind of different things. Maybe she have seen or heard, whatever the case. So me and she rocked the hard way. Me ain't got no reason to lie. If I lie, that would probably make the story more boring. To be honest with you.
True.
So, but I just being honest with you. Like
Vanessa says she's ice though.
we had a lot of adventures. We had a lot of adventures, but we always
I
been cool.
stubborn.
You say he's the cool man, the cool one, but you clap him out with phone. That's how you
I
waking up, man. The starve in peace.
and there was
He
one of
said
them
white up.
Nokia. What one of them Nokia phone too. Them Nokia phone would tick
I
through the.
don't die. The fuck don't. Yeah, they don't crack. They don't break.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
You tell
like I
that's
warranty.
how mother charge, man. What she vex, she vex. Oh.
Yeah, man. So we had our ups and downs, man. We definitely had our ups and downs. We have too much stories.
What? Okay.
Who
If
phone I
you.
throw? Yours or my
Oh
phone?
God. Oh
Of
God.
course it was mine. You think you were going to
Oh,
use
was your
your
phone I
phone
throw?
to break it over my head, so you could be inconvenience for the man? No, of course it was my phone. And then they said, wake up and said, what going on here, man? And then we just end up into, we had our little debate, our little argument. But like I said, I didn't even know what happened until after we don't finish talking. Like, oh, look, your phone over there. He's like, oh, that will wake me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. That kind of way. So, mm-hmm.
Hey. So there was a question I asked on the last episode, right? Can a woman disturb a man peace? See that? If she wake you up by clapping you on Nokia, your piece done. Cause your head gonna be ringing for days.
Ain't had no, ain't had no peace. It definitely had no peace.
Is that
Um,
how you remember it? Vanessa, what did he do? What did he do that got you so upset?
Something bad. And
Let's say
so
Oh,
you he, it was bad
hmm.
and it wasn't good. And so that's why he get chopped with his phone.
She chopped his head.
And remember I post something about, oh well, the question don't count for me because I don't have good aim anyway. He lucky that I don't have good aim. Otherwise, he would have get F up with the chop that he could have possibly get from me trying the phone. But I just really don't have good aim.
All right, let's get off of
Let's
that.
move
Let's
on.
go to something later. Let's go to something later. So why did you guys not? You click so well. Why did you guys not, get back together or whatever? I'm sure there's people out there right now that want to see y'all back together. Oh no.
He's polyamorous.
Ooh, what's okay? Is something okay? Are you not?
No.
Hmm. Are you there? You got quiet, wait, boy. What?
me and Vanessa, we just Paris for a long time. Like I said, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I go like I tell you, I could probably write a book. Yeah, I could probably write a book about a lot of things we've been through. You know what I'm saying? We always used to get along, but I think when you with somebody and you with somebody from and you know them for such a young age, when you are progressing, somebody is progressing, or maybe you feel that they need to be progressing while you're growing, you're maybe not seeing that growth, and you're not respecting what the person feel like they're doing, like how they're growing into themselves. So I just don't think I was doing a good job of respecting her growth. I really wasn't paying too much attention to, making sure I build my foundation and make sure my two-foot form where it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I always admit when I wrong and when I make mistakes. That's how you grow. That's how you live. That's how you learn. That's how you end up, looking in hindsight, looking at a past situation and be like, damn, this is where I fucked up. No, maybe things can be the same like how we wanted it to be, because sometimes you fuck up the magic, with certain things and certain people and certain relationships, but we always understood number one, we were always friends from the jump. We were always friends from the jump. That's number one. And then we have a son that we raising. So just based off of them good vibes, and me, once she's a good mother, you know what I'm saying. You doing what you supposed to do as a mom. You nurturing my child. I know for a fact, like everybody know Vanessa is a lioness. Vanessa jump in front of the train for her children, and like no doubt, without hesitation.
Mm.
And so once you're doing what you're supposed to do as a mom, it kind of hard for me to, turn my back and like nowadays on the opposite side. I ain't gonna never be like that. I gonna always stand for my her through thick or thin. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's said, no matter what's done, we're gonna chop it up, but we got chop up behind the scenes. But for me and her, because of how we the rock, I gonna always got her back. You know what I'm saying?
He deviates so far from the
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Can't
yeah.
forget, because,
Yeah,
when
you
I'm
double dutch
in,
over that one there, but we're gonna take it right back. We're gonna take it right. We don't do
yeah,
that.
So
When
I
did you
I
get
won't say
poly?
this. Wait, no.
absolutely
Go
Before
ahead.
correct.
that,
Got
right?
it. Got it.
So
People want to know. But go ahead.
yeah, but what? Okay, so I just want to put it out there because this is very important, right? Especially for couples watching or just people that need to elevate. Be impeccable with your word and be truthful no matter how hurtful it is, because the truth is always less hurtful than a lie, because now the person find out the truth from the lie and gotta go through a different type of hurt, including betrayal and all kind of freak. And I mean, me and Ayinde was going through a hiccup or whatever, and He legit come to me and tell me that he wanted to see other people while still be with me. Like he wanted me to know that he going by, you know what I'm saying, Shanae house, and at least I know that that's why he there, and wherever the case may be. And he never let me know who he was. He is like, like I couldn't know, like, like I guess he was, I don't know, protecting me.
You remembering that conversation so differently. You remember that conversation so differently. Number
But
one,
first of all,
we
the way
took
I bring it up, I actually making you look good.
well, it had all kind of different instances. All kind of different
Mm-hmm.
instances. Like I said, for that situation there, I don't know what it was. You just had something on your mind, and you just asked me out of the blue, or maybe it was for some, evidence you were collecting. You asked me. You said, "Would you want to have a threesome?" So, this is me, young me, Coxman, my young 20s and stuff. I do have a beautiful woman here,
I
but
think you
we
have
got
maximum
thing going
more
on.
one
No,
conversation.
but I don't know why you asking me these questions. Like you trying to punk me or something. So I was like, yeah, I think I'll be interested in something like that. Ain't like it was something that I will pressing. So that me being 1,000%. And it's just like how I write in that was the beginning of one of the endings, one of the endings that we had, some live,
Is
break up. It's like it was not something I was pressing. It was not something I was
it
pressing. I
wasn't
was
something
not
you were
pressing
pressing,
you
but
for no.
you just came to me because we was like kind of separated at the time, and you was
Mm-hmm.
visiting where I was staying. And I remember that we was on the steps, and you tell me that, or whatever the case may be. And then we were just there talking for a little bit, and then you asked me if you could get water. So I went and I gave you a cup of water and I threw it in your face.
That's probably true. But I listen, you see, listen to me. That's probably why I get it wild. I trim my face because you hear one thing, you hear one thing, and you do the next. Listen to me, right? Case in point. I remember my thing. This is probably one of them things we were already done broken up already, right? I called it, yo. No, I called her, either text her. Either way, I was trying to get in contact. We don't know that at that time they might try to block you on all kind of social media, email, house phone, everybody phone that don't blocking you off. Any which way, I get a message up, right? I hit you up, and I tell the girl, I said, watch it. I said, hey, you get this new song, this song from Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? And the song is saying, we fell in love in a hopeless place. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, that's like almost like a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like saying like, despite, all kind of different things going on around us, we fell in love. She took that and she said, "Oh, so hopeless is how you feel about us," and then that been the beginning of our next argument. So she don't be listen when she pissed off and she just don't want to hear nothing you got to say. She gonna pick whatever she wanted to pick out what you saying and just
Yes.
blast
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like that.
And it's not just her. It's not just her. So Vanessa, you said something that
She
I
lied, man.
like. You, she said something that I like, but it also I think we need to realize that yes, somehow the honesty can hurt you more than a lie. It absolutely can. Right? We need to be honest there because I just see a video where a partner tell his girl after she asked him, "When did you realize you falling over me?" And he said, "I realized when I noticed your pussy was trash and I still stayed with you." So trust me, that honesty gonna stay with she forever. That fuck hurt. He can't take it back. So let's not always say that. But why is it right that do women realize that the honesty that they ask for when we give it to them, like they may not like it and it'll build resentment? You think what do you think about that there?
Mm.
As an old school postman, what do you think? The honesty can build resentment in a relationship. True or false? What do you think?
Well, definitely, definitely. I ain't, and I gonna be honest with you. If a woman asks you to be straight up with her and you tell her some heartbreaking information and she don't feel no way about that you ain't even talking to your woman. You ain't even talking. She out there doing her own thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you got something to add to that there? When I said, okay, you were saying something.
No, I'll let you talk.
Okay, so when you ask for honesty, Vanessa,
Mm-hmm.
like he gave us an instance where your reaction wasn't exactly the best. So how should a man navigate that?
No, let me tell you something, right? Still come true and be honest. You understand me? No, for a person to have to hold composure or whatever the case may be and know that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes before you respond or react, you need to pause. You know what I'm saying? And which is why a lot of times that I tell people no, I'm a processor. So a lot of times, no, I actually do get backlash because I don't respond or react. But guess what? Let me process that there, because if I respond or react immediately, it might be something that I may regret or something that you ain't ready for. You check? So, but at the same time, right? That does not mean that gives that person that loophole to lie, or what I'm saying, play with the truth. Just still be
I think
honest.
once feelings get involved, and it's hard not to have some kind of resentment, or some kind of thing in the back of your mind after that person don't tell you the truth. No, they're gonna say, well, at least give me the respect and the chance to hear the truth, so I could decide if I want to, this is what I want to be a part of or not. That's what everybody does say. But sometimes people don't, make in between the decisions. They don't make, they say, well, I ain't really like what it is you doing, what you tell me you're doing, but I don't want to leave. But at the same time, I feel like you sweeping something under the rug and I ain't being fully heard. So it's something that will always be coming up in the relationship. It will always be an unanswered question as to, why you doing this, or, whatever the case may be. That's just my person. Or she gonna just leave. If she want to be your woman, and you telling she, well, hey, listen, I step out, and I will, I end up having sex with this girl after the club. Yeah, I can't see you not getting slapped. I can't see you not getting black. I can't see you not suffering some kind of consequence. I feel like if you not, then she kind of like already knew what it was, and she already done running streets anyway. That kind of way. That's just my opinion.
You got something to put
But
in on that, Vanessa?
but before that, I definitely think you should tell the truth, though. Especially as a grown man now, uh, thinking about how to maneuver through them situations. To be honest with you, once you living like how you're supposed to be living, if you entertaining a relationship, which I believe a man shouldn't even be in a relationship before a certain age. To be honest with you, but if you entertaining a woman, and you running a show like how you supposed to, I think you should just be honest and straight up from the jump. That way you get the woman of your selection. You get the right woman that you want. She already come in and she fit in the bill, because you telling your truth, exactly what you want. This is how I want it. And if she on that same wavelength, she gonna say, okay, good, and then ain't gonna be no issues. And then it's just now a thing like I are chopping up personalities, seeing if we really get along or not. Yeah.
My I agree with you. Like, we should be honest. I just don't think that there's a way for honesty or the truth to not get misconstrued, because like you were saying, it always gets filtered through like how you feeling and emotions and what you've been through and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I've talked to women on here and they say, "Oh, this man led me on. He said he did not want a woman, but first of all, he told you he don't want a woman. Whatever he did after that, he told you he don't want no woman. That's the honesty part that you asked for. What the fact that you came over and you cooked and you slept with him and you got pregnant and all of this other stuff was stuff that you did after you heard he don't want no woman. So I could be honest with you all I want, right? It doesn't mean that you may not take it and filter it a certain way. It don't mean that you might hear what I say and then, well, fuck that part. I'm just listening to this. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely. Be honest.
I understand. I think I made a post about this the other day, and I said most of us don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So you hear what a man telling you. The man telling you, hey, listen, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to be in a relationship. But you ain't listening to that. You already have, your own vision as to what's going to be happening with this man, how you going to be loving up on him. You plan to give him 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever the case may be. And you don't got this whole relationship in your head already. So you seeing it as how you want it to be instead of, paying attention to the red flags. So not even just red flags, just listening to your partner and really trying to get in tune with them and see how compatible you are.
What's more honest? What someone says or what they do? You know what's more honest? Being fucking discerning. Looking at people's actions and words, seeing what matches up and what doesn't, and then deciding for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
don't just take people do lie. Like, don't just go off of, hey, he said he loved me, but he'll treat me like trash. Like, one of those things ain't matching up. So what should you do? You cannot control what someone else does or says.
Yeah, you definitely need to match up with somebody that fits your love language, the way how you like to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Now, some relationships you could kind of coach and build that partner into that. But then, at times, if you're lucky, you end up linking up with somebody that they're pretty close on that same wavelength that you're on. So they kind of just watching you and they just loving you in the moment, like with no hiccup, no misunderstanding. So, yeah, it's about understanding your partner and wanting to compromise as well.
Vanette says actions speak louder than words. That is true.
Yeah,
They
but even though
they do.
actions speak louder than words, right? And this is what keep people in a frenzy is because yeah, we see in your actions, but we believe in your words, and they don't match. Which is why just said, let's just be discerning, just let the things them match. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Okay, but let me ask you this here. Because
and somebody say in the comments about how man can't take that, right? And that's true. um I feel like and everybody is different and everybody is the same, right? We get similarities, we get differences, groups, whatever the case may be. But for real, it get a lot of because it's like kind of like this thing where oh it's okay for the man them to be hoes because they ain't a hoe, and then and it's not for the woman, and then it's natural for the woman to take the card. You check, it's more natural for us to deal with it. Our mothers deal with it, our grandmothers deal with it, our neighbors deal with it. We just see the freaking neighbors doing it. We probably doing it. You understand? But man can't take it.
that's
I mean,
just
there you got something to
one.
say. Go ahead.
That's just one of the many double standards between men and women. It's just one.
And
It's
my
just
man
one.
don't cheat.
You
It,
mean
I hate that conversation. Let me tell you why. Though. Do you understand what the focus is when you say that? The focus is basically you're asking me why don't man take card? Like that's what you're asking me. Man should take card because woman to take card. When
No,
in all honesty, no one should. Right?
no one should. But
No
handle
one
it how
should.
you don't give it.
But why should I handle it? You know how men handle it? By leaving. Women should do the same. That's the proper
I
response,
just
if you
can
ask
say
me.
that I have grown, but back in the day, if you step on my foot, I driving over yours. You know what I mean? Like I going extra, I going hard. I gonna let you know that you hurt me, and I gonna make sure that you feel pain, just so that there's no like questions or doubts about it. You know what I mean? And so, and I feel like a lot of women does do the same. Like when they get hurt, they does you know what I'm saying, they return it tenfold. Man can't handle that. Men
What
love to cheat, but they don't
what
carry
does that
it as
mean?
a sport. So it I don't know.
let
You
me
know,
try to wrap my head around what is handling, because here's another double standard. You know how women handle cheating? They slash tires. They talk about how shitty the man is to all their friends. They post it online. They
I
do
ain't
all
never
kinds of
slashed
irrational.
tires.
They do all kind of irrational
Okay,
shit.
in there.
They hit you with Nokia's in your fucking head.
I just crushed his
Right?
Mustang. I drive it into a convenience store.
I know
But
right on
a
us.
man can't react that way. That's a double
And come
standard we
home
don't
and
talk.
she start to
If a
continue
man wants to
cooking
do that
dinner like
there,
nothing.
but if a man wants to do that there, right? We'd end up in jail. That's a double standard that, but because it works towards women, they don't complain about that. They do.
Mm.
So double standards work both ways, now.
Yeah, we have a lot to work on. We, both men, and women. We both have a lot to work on as far as building relationships. But another thing too, I'll add to this here. Some people are just not compatible. Sometimes you just don't belong with that partner. Not everybody's gonna be perfect when they come along. You know what I'm saying? Maybe out of 10, you might say, man, I hope I get somebody that, at least give me 7 out of 10. At least 7 out of 10, and I could walk with the other three to make a complete relationship. But sometimes, the 10 that you want, that person can only give you four. But that four is 100 in their world. In their world, they're giving you 100, and where they're from, the last person they will actually gain 110%. You understand? So sometimes people just don't belong with others. Sometimes you get into little arguments and different things, but sometimes you're just saying compatible. And I think once we realize that, and we you come to some realizations, I don't think you got always be talking nasty about the other party. Sometimes you just ain't compatible.
And
That's
that's okay. And that should be okay, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the love, what was it? The words and actions thing that have come up, right? Those things not matching.
good, sir.
Um, my thing about that is somebody can say, I think you could tell me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatever. I think that somebody can say I love you and mean it and treat you badly, because some people don't know how to love properly. So they're loving you in their way, right? It's up to you now to decide whether you accept that or not. If it's not the way you want to be loved, you can choose to get away from them or do what you got to do. So, I mean, when you say words don't match, whose standards are you going by? You get what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that matters is this okay with me? Is this something I'm willing to accept?
It's a give and take too. You know what I'm saying? You coming into a relationship, you expecting a man to, fill all these, these different, containers or whatever, or you checking out to see what he bringing to the table as well. So, but the same things that you asking of your partner, it's not gonna be the same thing. What he asking in return, it may not be the same thing. So
I was
some people will
drinking
talk
a
about,
margarita.
huh?
They asked me what was in my cup.
Mm.
It was me gonna lie. I start off drinking water, and then when I wasn't watching, I take my margarita and I put it in my sippy cup.
Mm.
But it done.
Okay.
So,
Kind of forget what I was saying there, but
so what's another question? Come,
we
give it
there.
to us.
You threw me off with this margarita thing.
Best advice you both have gotten from each other. Question from the audience. Monica Tyson is asking.
You go ahead. You go ahead, Vanessa.
But
Ladies,
I will hear this man talk. I don't think I get any advice from him. Come
Wow.
on.
You sound like you have stage advice. Come on, no.
No man. I'm gonna lie and they go first. Let me think about something that I
I
have
I going first. The best advice I get from you. Mm, I won't say advice, but it's through being around you and watching how you're the coach in real time. Because I especially when I come out of the military, You know what I'm saying? And just the way how I raised with certain things, you know what I'm saying? I could have been a little militant, the way how I used to do certain things, real, I won't say predictable or robotic, but, I was just kind of like a little stiff with certain things, So I definitely learned from her to loosen up a little bit, learn to love life, enjoy life. When you're around your kids, give them that chance to bump their head. Give them that chance to screw up. Because me, I trying to save you before you fall, but what's the word I'm looking for? You're not enabling them to live alone. And so I learned, a few little things from her. Like I said, learn to just loosen up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
Okay.
life, live to the fullest. So
So he
yeah,
said, I lose then.
He said he's a free spirit. Don't do that. You see
Just
that? Don't do
joking.
that. The free spirit. Yeah, yeah.
listen to me, right? Just you sure that was margarita you had there?
She done took couple talks too. So
Hmm.
Why I don't put my
Okay.
business out there?
you to be smoking on lives. Let's not do that.
Best
But
advice. Best advice.
come on now, he gave you a big up. You ain't get nothing.
Best advice.
I wish
Vanessa,
you were right me that so I could have think of something to say.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I know. I make all kind of
Hey,
post
you
happy,
want me?
but we put in
You
Ayinde
want me
on
to
the
talk
spot,
about
not
what?
Vanessa. Vanessa not kind on the spot.
No,
Vanessa just there here to verify
We
facts.
equal opportunity over here. So you don't have anything. All right, all right.
the best advice I give she, if you crash, if you crash somebody car, don't just park it up outside and come inside the house like nothing ain't going on. At least let the person know, hey, I just crashed you, fuck. You know what I'm saying? By accident, it wasn't on
Maybe they should
purpose.
have go to the store for the fucking sauce I need.
You just training things now. But anyway, yeah, you
Yeah,
you you training things now.
yeah.
Anyway, that was
So
petty. I ain't gonna lie. I was petty in that moment. I was. But at least I didn't key his car. So
But I mean, but to be honest with you, she wasn't really trying to do anything. I had just got a little right there with medication being. I was telling her, hey, wait till I fix the brakes, for the ride.
mhm.
Before you get out there. Plus, it's a standard. Whatever the case may really want you hurt your
and
head.
she
So,
can't drive standard.
so she was like, oh, you just don't
And
want
she had her own
to see me
car.
in the ride, that kind of way. I like, whatever.
She could have used her own car. But
Exactly,
she was mad
exactly.
at
But
him.
yeah, you wanted to turn up. You know what I'm saying? So.
So she went to the store and the brakes didn't stop when the brakes were supposed to stop. And boom, convenience store, the front of the convenience store, the man. Facts.
Okay. What is the best memory that you guys have each separately? Vanessa, can you hit us with this one? Can you start us off on this one?
Mhm.
Okay, a good memory I got. You wanna know something? Um, even though it was a very, very, very short visit, he was just like flying through. But um, I really enjoyed that time that we spent with my son. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughters, I want to come true or whatever, but I wanted to give my son that moment of just having his father and his mother, you know what I mean, together. And so I took them to my job and we had dinner there and we just vibes and we cool and we laugh and my son was able to see us interact and we tell my son all kind of stories about all kind of different things and laughing and it was just for me that was just like one of the most perfect times ever, you know what I'm saying? Like family means so much to me, and so when we on each other's good side and we can create beautiful moments and memories, those are what counts. And so that was good for me.
Okay, thank you. Ayinde, you got one for us?
I mean, we you had one. I mean, that was very like nostalgic, but
No,
like
that's
you had one.
perfect.
You had one something like raunchy, like something that
No,
happened in the glove
no,
parking lot or
no,
something. Okay,
no.
okay.
Thank you. That was perfect. Thank you. Ayinde, you got anything? What's the best memory you have?
Let me tell you something. And I think my son gave from me too, because when we will be going out and somebody asks my son a question, I used to have to watch him because I ain't no telling what will come out his mouth. Sometimes I just have to go and put my hand over his face. So, but anyway, best memory of Vanessa. Shit, is so many different memories. I could definitely say watching her take charge and lead the way with, designing, my son birthday parties and stuff out in West Beach. We always used to go down there and have a good time. She'd be up there, setting up music, decorations.
Remember the Hulk pinata?
The what?
The Hulk pinata.
Listen, like I said, oh yeah, the green one, of course, of course. I think I said that on my Instagram.
The live, yeah, yo.
Mm-hmm.
What is the hug pinata? You gonna tell us?
I don't go extra for my youth them.
Yeah, I mean, she, like I said, she'd always go up or above and beyond for her kids. I mean, it was just a pinata. It was a whole pinata.
But it
Somebody
was huge, like it was custom made. Like I
Chingo,
think
like you have
somebody
this.
like custom made a Hulk pinata. Like it was like 3D, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, 4D, whatever you want to call it. Um, like we didn't
coolest
even want
memory.
to break it. Ayinde didn't even want to break it. Ayinde had want to like post it up in the house or some type of decor because it had looked really good,
I
like a
think
Hulk.
one
And
of the you remember that time we went to swim with the sea lion?
oh yeah,
That
so
was
that
a
was
cool,
also a good time too when we went.
and
So
that was
he
right
was
over.
living in St. Thomas. Huh?
I said that was right over there in Iraq too.
Yeah,
We,
yeah, yeah. He was living in St. Thomas. So me and Nazir, I take my son over to go and, spend a day or the weekend or something over there. And so we link up and we spend one of the days with his father. Um, and yeah, we went Sea World. My son godfather girls into Cora World, and I said Sea World, but it wasn't Sea World, it was
we
Cora
know,
World. Yeah.
Coral, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And we had a great time. I mean, they hook us up VIP package up in there. And I mean, we swim with the sea lion. Sea lion kissed me, everything. We had a moment. It was good, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I need from both of you, guests go first. Right? Ladies first. What would you like to leave with? What message would you like to leave our audience with? What would you like to tell them as your final word?
Well, given the fact that we are exes, and we have a child together, you know what I'm saying? So we co-parenting and whatnot, right? I just want to stress the importance of, and ladies, I guess I could speak to the ladies, the woman them is like, don't keep your children from their father because you hurt or for your own emotion. Because remember how, I sure even them saying people quick to say, oh well, me like such and such, but yet somebody else could be like, for real, I love that person. Remember, we all have different perceptions, relationships, views with people. You know what I'm saying? So my relationship with Timbuktu gonna be different than his relationship with Timbuktu. You know what I mean? And so don't deny your children a relationship with a father just because you and his relationship ain't work out. You know what I
That's big.
mean? Me and my daughter, them father, we good same way. We the co-parent beautifully same way. You know what I mean? It's just what's important. You know what I mean? Our youth STEM is important. Me and Ayende, I think, have mastered the fact that, listen, we know we annoying each other when we don't be on the phone talking. We don't cut it off. I think I time it like we can't get past 7 minutes being on the fucking phone. I swear to God. Sometimes 3 minutes and like cut it. Okay, Ayende, bye. Or he'll be like, all right, Vanessa, later. And like if we call each other 5 minutes later and we calm down or we don't talk again for another week, you know what I mean? We have them moments. We fucking human. But at the end of the day, if something with our son come up, we gonna be talking though. We gonna
That's
be
awesome.
dealing with our vibes. You know what I mean? So I just want to let people know, like, yeah, your relationship ain't work out. Sorry, ain't work out. Grow from it, heal from it, move on from it. But don't friggin' involve yourself in people them relationship with your children relationship with their father. You know. Ayinde, what you got? What you got?
You and the moderator. You and the moderator. That's part of that
No,
job.
but I mean, I given you the
You
floor. I
make you
handing you
running
the mic. You
the show.
know, this is how we the hand the mic
Um,
off in a podcast. Oh, what you got? You know.
okay. I would say, I mean, I could piggyback on some things that you were saying too. But I would just say, as a man, you know, it's good to have your shit together. You know, don't be too distracted as a man. Don't forget, you know, what the goal is, you know, which should be, you know, building a legacy, building a foundation for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to run into a woman that's a good selection for you, you know, that you bump into by accident, and now you're not ready to take care of that woman. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have fun, and you know, I will enjoy yourself for so long, but you want to be able to give that situation substance and give it the proper love and care that you're supposed to. So um, you know, for young men, I think is very important for you, you know, to, like I said, you know, work on, you know, building a skill, whether it's, you know, through education, a trade school, college, whatever the case may be. You know, have your little arrangements, whatever the case may be, but be honest, like what we were talking about what you're dealing with and the plans you have for them women, whether it's, hey, listen, this is just a hookup, you know what I'm saying? I like you as a friend, but I don't see any future in us. You know, we just here to for our little arrangement, and this is what we dealing with here. But I think it's imperative that, you know, men be focused and on the right things. So when you bump into that good woman, you're able to, you know, to really take charge of the situation like you're supposed to.
So he basically saying that that's not what he did with me, and
Oh
he learned
man.
from it. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
man.
so
So you couldn't even let
he
a man
because
have
he
his final
outgrew it.
word. My God.
That's
Ah,
it.
Jesus. All right. Hey, I want to thank you both for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Thank you. It was a blast. We had a lot of fun. I want to say as my final word that relationships, they have a cycle. They start, they're beautiful. A lot of them end. Matter of fact, 99% of them will until you meet that one that doesn't. The most important relationship is your relationship with yourself. Make sure that you're in a place where you're healed and you're able to love and be loved. Also, if a relationship ends, remember that you created children out of love. Love them together. You don't have to do it in bitterness. All right. I'm Ja. That's Vanessa. Ayinde. Thanks for coming through. Peace and love, everybody. Same difference. We out.